Yo guys, welcome back to another Danmachi Memoria Freese video. Okay, so live stream just ended and there was nothing new to speak of really. Nothing that we didn't already know about, basically because I feel like they made a mistake and they updated the game. They added things to the game's files too soon. And like I already went over the data mines from last week, or that was the other day, or yeah, last week, whatever. So we're over on Facebook, we've got the slides, we're gonna go through that, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over this week's anime banner unit and give my thoughts on whether you should probably or probably not invest your hard-earned iris into that unit. Starting off, we have Heroic Trial. Now, if you don't know who to go for, if you have a base character of both and you don't know which one to put a bond into, if you want to use the bond and not sell it, Riveria. She has lasted the... I feel like she stands out better in the current state of the game. She meshes well with water rather than, you know, over whatever the Chloe can provide for your account right now. So yeah, Riveria is probably the way to go here if you're not going to sell the bond and you want to, you know, limit break one of these characters. CP item quest is back once a day as usual, and for you EU players, please keep in mind that it drops at like 4 in the morning for us, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, you know, that ridiculous kind of time of day. So you have the chance to actually run this before reset. Please make sure you do, otherwise you're going to lose out on a day's free, you know, iris CP items, which basically translates to iris anyway. 7th zone, it is what it is. I really hope that it's a single target because this Thunder Record Buster kind of annoyed the crap out of me, made me feel like crap. So I want to beat something up. You know, I actually don't know anyone that cares much about these 7th zone scores beyond clearing that 15 mil benchmark and just getting the, you know, first time finish rewards. War Games back. It is the preliminaries, which means coming up is Familiar War Game, so please take your rank seriously, even though the rewards are complete trash. I don't like Familiar War Game, but I'll do it for my Familiar, so it is what it is. War Game is back. Everything, or most of everything, is dropping on the 15th. The only things not to come on the 15th are anime related, so we get the season 3, episode 3 side story. Weekly anime gacha with a free 11 draw. It's not a 4-star guaranteed 11 draw, guys. Keep that in mind. It is just a free 11 draw. And you know, side story, yeah, so that's coming. Anyway, what I'm gonna do now, this is all leaving. You should have guessed what was leaving. Anyway, I'm gonna jump over to Discord and we're gonna go over the upcoming unit and what I... Okay guys, for you, those of you that are not aware, this is Lied the Lizard Man, Maverick Swordsman Lied. He is this week's anime banner unit. We have his skills. I don't know where they came from, but they've come from reliable sources, so I'm gonna go over them and give you my opinion on them, whether you should summon or not. Please keep in mind these haven't come from official sources, so they may be subject to change. They may even be slightly mistranslated or anything like that, so take it with a grain of salt. This is just what we think is coming. Until I actually can pinpoint the source of the leaks, then I can't really 100% say, yeah, this is what's coming, but I'm giving it like at least 80% certainty this is what the unit's gonna be because of where it's been, how it was directed to me. Anyway, we're gonna jump over to Discord. Okay, so we're over here on the Danmachi Memoria Freese Reddit Discord. Once again, big shout out to you guys over there. Thank you for making sure that everything is, all of the information you have is passed on to everyone else. But yeah, these are the skills that supposedly are coming with Lied, the Maverick Swordsman. So special art, AoE, Ultra Fire, Physical Attack, Ultra Unguard Rate, and a temporary Great Strength boost. Self, Strength, and Fire damage plus 8% for free turn. Great buff for self, not so much for team. Given that it's AoE, he immediately sounds like he's geared towards War Game, which, you know, we already kind of have you know, a fire combination for War Game, but we'll see. Skill 1, Self, Slow, Strength, Agility, and Fire damage plus 60%. For 4 turns, gain 3 additional actions, which are a low fire physical attack AoE, which extends physical resistance debuffs. This is a new mechanic as far as I know. It only extends physical resistance debuffs. Like I said, there may be some translation issues here or not. We'll see when he actually drops, but if this is accurate, it's a new mechanic. Skill 2, Fast High Fire, Physical Attack, Ultra Uncounter Rate, Physical Resist, and Endurance minus 40%. Now, This is basically a step up from what the current Kaguya gives us. She gives us the minus 35% physical resist, but there is nothing else added to it. So the minus 40% endurance will increase our damage output greatly over what Kaguya can provide. The difference being here is this is done with his regular skill, whereas his SA doesn't provide as much utility as Kaguya's, which actually lowers physical resist by 50%. Given how things are given the SAs are kind of hard to come by, it may be possible that he will replace Kaguya in fire war game teams to combo with physical Alice, but you never know. Skill 3, single target, high fire, physical attack, ultra crit rate, and damage plus 40% for every self-fire damage buff. Okay, I like that he has the percentage damage modifier on there. That means that even in single target, he probably will still do some damage for you if you're lacking in the single target area, like a lot of people are. But this is a toss-up because it's one of those things, if you've come to a point like most players do where you've hit King 1, that's the end game for you, then you probably don't need to summon for this guy. If you are a wargame buff and you're like, no, I'm gonna get to Jester 3 no matter what, and you have the Iris to spare, it might be worth summoning. Look, but here's what I'm gonna do, because I recently went free to play. I'm gonna try and summon and get the 1 copy just for CP purposes, but for me, he's not gonna replace Kaguya. The 40% endurance debuff and the self fire and strength, I mean, I don't see him replacing Kaguya. No, not for sure. So ultimately, I don't feel like he's going to replace Kaguya. I don't even think he's going to find a serious way to stay within the wargame meta at all. I don't see many teams using him, even if people get him MLB'd. We may see at the higher end of gameplay some mono fire teams, but given that this does not stop, counter, or prevent the current light magic mage nuke crap that's been going on, I don't see him being prevalent in any stage of wargame because he's too similar to Kaguya and they balance each other out somewhat, given that he can buff his own strength and fire damage. I mean, outside of wargame, the strength buff is negligible if you've got is redundant, sorry, if you've got Haruhime, and the fire damage buff is physical Alice, I think it's 20% more than Alice's, but it's only self. That's the problem here. So without seeing his actual stats, it's kind of difficult to say how prevalent he will be even within a mono fire team, let alone wargame. I don't think he's going to contribute to the wargame meta that much. I don't see many changes happening there. But anyway, guys, that's going to be the video. Wait, no, rewind. My advice: if you're free to play, grab 1 copy. If you can get to King 1 already, no problems, and that's your limit, get 1 copy. If you're a whale, do what the hell you want, man. Why are you watching my video anyway? But yeah, guys, so that's going to be the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure to drop a like if you did. Subscribe if you're not. Social media links in the description. And as always, guys, I love you, and I'll catch you later.
Fire!